How's it going, guys? It's Gingy Snaps, and welcome to Premium Dantarian post BANLIST. Yes, this is gonna be an interesting profile. Me and Taylor have been finagling it, and I know this isn't the standard Dantarian deck profile with Taylor's mastercraft expertise, but I figured I'd at least delve deeper into this. So without further ado, let's get on into it. So obviously, with Premium Gas Steel being banned, it kind of changes up the structure of the main deck. Obviously, what doesn't change is for Dantarian, this is your main grade 3. This is your shield capability. This is how Dantarian lasts for so long. You can get to GB8 kind of simply. Simple enough. Dantarian gets better after the grade 3 heal triggers, or the heal guardians, whatever they're called, are released. So keep in mind about that for this profile. Next up, 3 number of terror. This should probably be up to 4, but there are 2 cards that we have been playing around with, so that's why they're in here. It's 10k shield, which is really cool. It slurps things into soul and draws you to. So overall, kind of a staple in a Dantarian deck, kind of in any Dark Irregular deck, especially after this ban list. Probably, don't take my word for it, kind of just the Dantarian gal combination, you know. Then we have the one who scatters Sin Sharat. This is a 16k attacker that says no zeros. Really neat. Sure, it loses to like a 5k guard, but like you start pumping that thing up, and it can get kind of tricky. You know, you can obviously replace this with like the 4th number of terror, or a 3rd baleful repressor, which we'll get to. And the last card for the grade 3s, is 1 variance drag form. Taylor likes this card. It helps you get stuff from your soul. Like if you have a spare Dantarian in your soul and you want ultimate strike fodder, then by all means use drag form to get it back. Gets things into your soul similar to variance killer tail, and just overall kind of gets you what you need at this particular moment in time. So that is it for grade 3s, you know. And obviously the grade 3 lineup is it can be whatever you choose. This is just what Taylor has been having success with so far. So then we have kind of a staple for Emblem Master. Emblem Master just thins out your deck so much. You can target itself, get free 30k shield to the soul, and he gets he's a 10k interceptor, not neglecting protect 2 markers. So overall, just solid staple in Dark Irregulars. Second staple in Dark Irregulars, at least for Dantarian build specifically, is for Dark Soul Conductor, because this is a free 15k shield. The choice restriction of Ashur Da would have taken Dark Soul Conductor completely out of the deck, because Ashur Da can be used on Rearguard Circle, and it's a 10k beater. So, you know, with that choice restriction, Dark Soul Conductor is still the main grade 2 of shield, because sure you can't keep looping 40k shield infinitely. However, Dark Soul Conductor still gets that solid job done, being a 15k shield that just puts itself back into the deck so that you don't deck out. Next up, 2 Demonted Executioner. This soul charges 3, helps you draw a card. You know, overall, not too bad. Helps fuel soul. You understand the point of where we're going with this, is right? Next up, 2 Selfish Engraver. This puts itself into the soul to countercharge 1, so this automatically activates Darkness. Kind of the main point of what it's in here for. If it hits, you soul charge 1, which is cool and all, but it puts itself into soul and countercharges you 1. If you have no other way of activating Darkness, Selfish Engraver is a solid way of doing it. And then Two Baleful Repressor. This is basically a 19k no zeros attacker. This is a 19k Silent Tom by itself. Sure, you have to be GB2, but that's not, like, that's easy to do. You know, you just first strike, flip anything, and then boom, you're on GB2. So if you wanted to replace the one who scatters Sin with a third Baleful Repressor just for that offensive pressure, and like the variant strat form for the fourth number of terror, by all means, go ahead, try it out. But yeah, so Baleful Repressor with a million trigger on top of it, oh, terrifying. That is it for grade 2s. So, we're going to move on to the grade 1s. The grade 1s, kind of simple, you know? We have like 10 of them. 4 Ironheart, because this counter charges you 1, and it soul charges. So, Mamma Mia. 4 Killer Tail, this is your main counter charger. Helps filter things into your soul. And 2 Dimension Creeper. Every single time me and Taylor have been playing, she always opens the Dimension Creeper ride. I don't know how she does it. But yes, these are the main grade 1s. Obviously, everything prior is subject to what you guys want to try out. If you guys want to try out Deflect Suite, by all means. If you want to try out the old Dimension Creeper, by all means. The reason why we're still running this Dimension Creeper is A, it's a 13k beater on rearguard, and 2, it puts itself back on the deck. Or it puts itself back into the deck in order to soul charge 3. So it just kind of helps, it helps you not deck out so quickly, you know. A big problem that I saw with Hyper Gastile decks was the fact that they splurged all in one turn, which, you know, you kind of had to, but then they didn't have like any follow-up. You know, they were probably like 3 cards left in deck or whatnot. So, yes, Dantarian stands the test of time. Always will be. Mark my words. So, that's it for grade 1s. On to the triggers. We got, here's where things get fancy, kind of. 4 strike crits because striding is cool. 2 strike crits because crits are cool. 2 draw PGs because PGs are cool. You know, fair enough. So 6 crit, 2 draw. We have 3 stand trigger because it activates darkness, draws you a card, and it counter charges you 1. Dantarian doesn't have a problem with counter charging. Just fair enough. You know, you have Killer Tail, you have Ironheart, you have the Cat, you have Selfish Engraver. That you have 4 counter charges right there. So go off, truly. 1 overtrigger, if you soul charge this, it is not the end of the world because you have Blittermouse. So that's solid. Taylor always manages to check this offensively, and it terrifies the shit out of me because it's always on Blittermouse, which is the restanding Vanguard. And then 4 heal triggers. These heal triggers are probably going to be here's the upside of running grade 0 heal triggers. You could put them back with Blittermouse. The downside of running grade 3 heal triggers is the fact that you can't put it back with Blittermouse, but the upside of running the grade 3 heal triggers is the fact that you are going to be able to use them with Dantarian. So, each their own, make your heal trigger choices appropriately. We also have 1 starter, 1 V starter. Fair enough. So, now we get to the G zone, and the G zone is where funky stuff starts happening. So, new first stride, boom, where we use the Garvans. Now, I know what you're probably saying, Jacob, you're an idiot. No, sometimes, but not all the time. The fact that this just soul charges you 5, puts your opponent on a guard restrict that they're either going to actually guard with or just say no guard with, and then you could possibly crit over trigger them, is really cool. The fact that you can draw cards off of this is also really nice. You know, you can soul charge like a bunch of shield value that you can use for Dantarian and just almost not get punished for it, you know? So Garvan's really nice. We still have the 1 Frederick because it's cute flip fodder. if you wanted to. Frederick is if you get Counterblast denied outside of a Guild Array, Frederick is a Vanguard that doesn't need a Counterblast. So that's something. This is the suite of one-ofs. We then have the one Shara. This Sentinel restricts your opponent, clears the board, and it becomes a 37k attacker with no Sentinels. So G Guardian or Hard Guarded. So you still got your Overtrigger in the deck. Rip. Next up, the two Belongs, because killing an opponent's rear guard is really cool, and getting Quad Drive is nice. Telling your opponent no ones is also really nice. So, you know, remember towards the end of G and Belong got announced, and every Dark Irregular player was like,
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Yeah, well, here we are, you know, just kind of going
back to formula.
Simple enough. All right, two Guild Array, because this is no ones or higher. This is helpful against like Luard matchups, because they do have Ezros, which is the grade 1 PG. I remember Taylor was playing against Mario, who was playing Luard, and she went into Guild Array, and it forced Mario to say 2 to guard, and he literally almost died. Everyone around him was like, "Oh my God, he's sweating!" because his hand was nothing but grade 1s, but he just dropped the Overtrigger and said. But Guild Array shockingly still holds up, so that's something. Two Bluttermouse. Restanding Vanguard puts triggers back in the deck. You soul charge the Overtrigger. Hey, you don't actually lose it because you can just put it back in the deck with Bluttermouse. Easy. There's nothing to worry about. Oh, hey, you drew the Overtrigger for turn? Okay, cool. Stride Bluttermouse, put the Overtrigger from hand back into soul, and then it gets shuffled back. It's a restanding Vanguard. Don't be scared of it. It's probably one of the best strides Dark Irregulars has right now. GB8, because Taylor likes to BM me, and it's cute, and it looks like something from Final Fantasy. This is Dust, right? Dust, the Zeroth Dragon. You can do Dust Zeroth Dragon and Progenitor Dragon if you wanted to, but, you know, this is just how the deck profile is operating right here. G Guardians. One, Agrod Bat Milan, because it soul charges 2. You start soul charging, if you soul charge, you know, like, grade 2s, soul charge grade 2s, number of terror, you know, you just got free shield value, so nothing to worry about. Drew Nasu, because this is a free 25k shield. If you have Darkness rear guards, you can slurp them into the soul and draw card. That's cool. Saint Germain, because it's also 25k shield, that gives things resist. That's cool. Sobnok, not a huge fan of Sobnok. Theoretically, Sobnok should either be another Drew Nasu or a Saint Germain. Sobnok can be either of these G guards that have already been happening, but the fact that Sobnok gives a permanent 5k until end of turn to the Vanguard is also really neat. And then one Vincent, because it's Vincent. Soul charges, gets big, you know. So that is the deck profile. Premium Dantarian has truly gone
Back to formula.
And you know, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye bye.